Hello sim racing friends. Today I'm gonna show you my rig and you can see what I'm using to drive. The channel almost exists for 2 years, so it's about freaking time I show you what I'm using. At the end of the video I'll also show you a bonus of what I'm using for my little son to drive. So you can see there are alternatives of using rails on your pedals because yeah, the height differences are huge and it's not always easy if you want to switch between you and your child driving. So without keeping you waiting, let's go to the sim rig. So here's a full rig with the triple screens. I'm using a Bimarco FIA certified seat, which sits very nicely for me. It's standing in track racer bracers. Of course, without artwork from my children I can't drive fast. I'm using shoes because I find it nicer to drive. And then you have the triple screens right here. Those are MSI screens, Full HD, 165 Hz. Then you have the holder for your handbrake or your shifter, but I'm using it as a mouse pad. And I have an IKEA cup holder that I've installed so I can keep my drinks close. Then you have the Fanatec McLaren GT3 wheel connected to the CSL DD 8 Nm base. You have my sim gloves hanging there. Then you have a flag box on the left side, flag box on the right side, which I've made myself, connected with sim hub. And then you have a bracket I'm using to hold my headset, and the whole construction is made from GT Omega. Those are some things I've made myself. I've used the triple monitor stand, but I've just installed it onto the main rig itself, so it's all floating on one base. Electrical wiring in the back. And then we have the pedals. The pedals are from DC Sim Racing. Those are called the DC ones. And the only thing I would change would be a stiffer spring in the throttle, because when driving with shoes it's a very soft spring. When you drive with your socks you could call it soft. And then you have the brake, and the brake is very firm. You can press it really hard, and those are just the soft elastomers. So you even have harder kits as well, so those are very nice to drive. And then you have the computer who's floating on the shelf on the other side. And you can here see in the back the electrical wiring. Basically, if you put it that way, when you're watching in front, you basically see no wires at all. So there you go, that's the rig. And as a bonus, like I told you, I'll show you what I do with the pedals for the children. So you can see already that I've taped some strips on it. And if you go buy a yoga block and you cut it in the length of your pedals, and you put on the other side also some strips, you can just attach it to the pedal like this. It's quite strong like this. And if your child wants to drive, you can put the seat closer, and you have a block if he wants to brake or if he wants to use a throttle. I have two of those like this. I've put it on. I put it on like this, and so he can just drive it like that. Basically what you use with the rails to put it forward, I have it in the blocks. That's a temporary solution, of course. It's not the best one, but it works, and if it works, everybody's happy. So that's about it. See you next time on Line on Track, and keep it safe and enjoy what you're doing. Till next time, bye bye.